This is T.S. Yaxheimer, and this is another edition of The Spectre, and this installment's topic is that of James Egan Holmes, who is the infamous Aurora shooter, who shot up a midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises back in 2012. So it was like, was it July 20th? I think I should have it right. Try to go over my facts. But anyway, at that time, and he was armed to the teeth. He'd been arming himself for months. I guess training in a local range, exhibiting a lot of bizarre behavior. And there was I guess there was some journal in his the psychiatrist at the university he was attending had, or I don't know. I didn't hear too much about this, and honestly, and of course we're being joined by my cat here, who, when you think about it, I had to register this cat with our apartment complex. James Holmes got like thousands of rounds of ammunition and rigged his apartment to blow the fuck up, unbeknownst to his landlord. I'm really going to try to get through this, but Autumn likes to attack. So anyway, say hi to America, Autumn, or whoever's watching this shit. So anyway, so James Egan Holmes was attacked at the Colorado prison, federal prison where he's at, because he's there for a long time, multiple life sentence, 3,000 fucking years. I mean, no one can possibly live out that sentence. So anyway, he's fucked. I mean, you do something like that, you're fucked. And he's the most infamous, or one of the most infamous, spree shooters, mass murderers in America. And plus, he was a neurobioscience student, or neuro student. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm fumbling my words. It's late. Trying to get these. I've been trying to do a video for like a couple of the past week, and I've been working, and I've got my cat in here, and he's ripping shit apart. She's ripping things apart. Yeah, it's quite the disaster tonight. And this is water, by the way, so just so you know. I mean, I'm a little high, but I'm not, That's a good thing. But, so anyway, hey Autumn. So he got attacked by this guy named, his name was Mark Slim Daniels. Get the, see what I got to deal with. And so they transferred him to Allenwood Penitentiary, which is right up the road from us. It was done a little bit quietly. They didn't want a lot of publicity. They're trying not to give, of course, these spree shooters a lot of publicity, but people are still intrigued with them, and they want to know maybe if they're still dangerous. I don't know. I mean, could he escape? Could he get out? He's actually obviously a pretty bright guy. He's a neurobioscience student. Maybe they're doing experiments on him and stuff. That's what, like, one of the conspiracy theories as to why he would do something like this. Like some kind of MK Ultra, experimentation type shit. But then I just went off on a way other, that's an old conspiracy theory, but still, I don't know what would possess a dude, because he did this. His apartment would have blown up had someone opened it. A neighbor went up because he was playing some music. He had playing like some techno German shit or whatever, and if she had opened the door, I mean, it would have blown up. I mean, they had to go through the, of course, people saw he had to go through the window. So he was clever, but obviously he didn't have a lot of positive pursuits, goals, in spite of his brilliance. So I don't know. That's some Lex Luthor evil Joker shit. I mean, he did say he was the Joker, even though he dyed his hair orange for some fucking reason. But anyway, yeah, I want to put up a pic of the guy who assaulted this fella here. So we'll just do that quick here, and you can. He looks like someone who would basically assault some white spree shooter from the suburbs in prison. So here he is. So yeah, that was Mark Slim Daniels, and he was sent to the hole with no TV at the Colorado State Penitentiary for attacking somebody who murdered like 12 people and probably may as well have killed some other people because of how badly he injured and critically injured these people with the semi-automatic rifle he had. I know everybody don't want to see the AR-15, but they do cause quite a bit of trauma to tissue, and ER doctors who have, well, of course nobody likes to listen to these people who've treated some of the Parkland victims and ones that treated the victims of Aurora. It's different than a handgun. Handgun goes through, it just usually makes a hole, and it's easier to hit somebody non-vitally with a pistol. But AR-15, it basically, with the velocity and everything else, it shatters bones and tissue and everything else, and it's just if they do survive their horribly disfigured, can easily lose a limb. Blow off a limb with one of those with them, because they were marketed towards the military and civilians. They were. There's a little bit of this misnomer. No, they weren't. They were marketed for both. But anyway, that's beside the point. But that's just a little bit about one of the weapons that he did use. But yeah, he did plan and plot this whole thing for some reason. And it's just you'll never be able to explain it. It's just like any of these other shootings and things like that. But he's here. One of the basically most infamous mass shooters is just up at Allenwood Penitentiary right now, just wasting away because he doesn't have they didn't give him the death penalty. I don't even know if they have that in Pennsylvania anymore, but it's I don't really know what you should do with someone like that. I mean, I guess it is sort of it's a topic. I mean, I don't know what they're as far as like studying him. It's like the movie Halloween comes to mind in a way. I mean, what are they? I mean, I'm sure there's people that are just they really want to get in his head and stuff like that. But what they've gotten from him is very vague and very little. I mean, just and I think he's purposely being kind of vague and just evasive. I don't think he's definitely not going to be really forthright or anything, and from this point on, and he's just going to keep playing this game, probably like Charles Manson played the media and played on psychiatrists and for decades. So I think that's pretty much what his best case scenario. Not that there's a best case fucking scenario, but he seems pretty tranked out now. If any of the pictures you've seen, the later pictures when you see him in court, he looks pretty. He always looked pretty zonked out, I think. But yeah, my cat's knocking shit down. No, my cat just knocked down the Michael Myers mask, ironically. As we're talking about a serial killer, well, not a serial killer, a spree killer. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to like include her, and stuff like that, because she's out there and she gets, she starts whining and shit, and so she's over there, climbing boxes as I'm talking about this topic. But yeah, he's kind of a whack job. I don't think there's much you can get out of him because I don't think he had a lot of. I mean, he wasn't robbing a bank or anything or doing it to get like money. There wasn't. The only motive was to just senselessly kill people in a planned assault. So and he's just gonna stay locked up forever, like all these guys. So but it is no, I don't know why do people do it. I don't know if there is where the whether it's environment, external factors, or how much of it is just neurochemistry. And definitely think it has to be some neurochemistry at play. I just don't think someone would do something that, because it is self-destructive too. You throw your life away. So one's id wouldn't probably, I guess, allow them to do something like that would land them forever in prison, or get gunned down by the police. So I don't know. I really don't know what is missing or what is malfunctioning, I guess is the best way to put it, in people that perpetrate such things, So that's my thoughts on it. I do think it's weird because I do drive by the prison here and there, like maybe once a week, and it is weird to think that he's there. But anyway, this has been another edition of The Spectre. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the on this topic, and on James Holmes, not to be confused with John Holmes. He was a porn star from the 70s. So take care, be safe, be vigilant, and anyway, and if you like my videos, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you will know when new videos drop.